My next guest is getting tons of questions about lumber tariffs, including how his clients can hedge higher prices going forward. Let's bring in Kyle Little. He's the Chief Operating Officer at Sherwood Lumber. Kyle, take me into the last few days. What's it been like and what happens now? Because as of this conversation, those tariffs are happening in the morning.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly, for having me. It's been a whirlwind 48 hours. I think the majority of our industry was kind of hesitant to believe that these tariffs would actually go into effect, given that we are already have a product from Canada that is subject to a countervailing and anti-dumping duty here in the United States. So adding an additional 25% on top of that just puts the Canadian producer really out of the marketplace for the American consumer and makes it very, very challenging for us to have access to that supply.
The president has repeatedly, including just now, Kyle, said we don't need Canadian lumber. He said we can grow it here. So remind me, what are the top level stats for how much lumber we have and how much we need?
Yeah, so it's very interesting that we hear those kind of comments. Clearly, we do have enough trees in our in the United States forest lands to go out there and produce enough lumber that we need, but we do not have the facilities to process. We don't have the foresters and the loggers to go out there and bring that material to the manufacturers to go out there and do. So currently, today, the U.S. consumes about 50 billion board feet of lumber, softwood lumber, on an annualized basis. That's about 10% below the peak from COVID. And today, the U.S. manufacturers only produce about 36 billion board feet of that. So there's a 14 billion board foot gap that needs to be supplied from somewhere. And currently, the U.S. producers can't do that. In addition to that, we have OSB, which is the major panel component for new home construction. And about 6.5 billion of that is not available here in the U.S. market in domestic production, and this is the first time that I'm aware of in the history that we've had a tariff or any duty of some sort from a Canadian producer of that product line, which is so incremental or so important to the construction of new homes in the United States.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. You know, we focus so much on lumber. And one reason why maybe we can show a 5-year price chart, we all remember when the price of lumber absolutely skyrocketed during the pandemic. Now, that was partly demand-driven, like you said, partly supply shock. Why are we seeing a very little price reaction now?
Well, the current cash market today is roughly 10% below what you're seeing today on the CME. So we saw a spike up to 635 and change today, which would mean about a 20% premium to the current cash market. So at one point today, the duty was almost fully priced in. I think with the Mexican news and the feeling in the marketplace that this could be short-lived, you're seeing a little bit of a pullback in regard to that.
And finally, Kyle, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the other question that I have, and I think a lot of people are confused by, didn't we have lumber tariffs under the Biden administration as well, including last summer? Can you just remind us how much lumber has been in the middle of a trade war of its own in recent years?
Yeah, so we've been in some sort of a dispute with the U.S. lumber producers and Canadian lumber producers since I can remember. I think it started in the mid-'80s and now it's transcended into what we have today. Currently, we have there was an expiration of the softwood lumber agreement back in 2015, which has led to the current duties that we have today. And those duties have ranged anywhere from 8% to 28%. And they are always subject to an administrative review on an annual basis. We're in the process of Administrative Review 6, which all preliminary indications are that will be announced here later this month, those duties will be increased from 14.5% to as much as 28 or 29% at some point later this year. So the duties on softwood lumber coming from Canada are scheduled to move up in a significant way, regardless of the Trump tariffs that are currently enacted.